Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be going through my 2023 wish list with you guys. I am going to be narrowing it down to my top 10 just because my wish list is honestly always ongoing and I have like 20 plus titles on there, so I thought I would just break it down to the top 10. So yeah, I'm excited to get into them. Definitely let me know down below some of the top titles on your wish list for this year. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. The first series I have to talk about is Blue Box. This is, from what I understand, a sports shoujo, which sounded really interesting to me. I believe I first heard it from Manga here on YouTube. But yeah, I believe both of the main characters are basketball players. I could be wrong about that, but I know at least one of them is in basketball. I do enjoy sports series, but I find that it's not as enjoyable in manga form for me. Just, you miss so much of the action, at least in my opinion. I've heard that it's kind of bridging in more of these shoujo aspects while still having the sports element, because they're both very devoted to their sports, so they're trying to juggle this potential romance and their sport and being good students as well. So sounds really interesting. The art looks really nice as well. I'm on a no new series rule right now, but that is one, if I see it in person, I might make the exception and pick it up because I'm so excited about that one. And by the way, this isn't in any particular order. I'm just kind of listing them out, but Blue Box might be the #1 series that I'm very excited for this year. The next series I have to talk about is Nana. This is one that I have heard a lot about as well. This one is well loved in the community, and yeah, I decided that I wanted to add an older series into my collection, and Nana just seemed like the one that I might want to give a try first. So yeah, I've seen volumes of it randomly here and there when I've gone out shopping, but I just never picked it up because I didn't really know what it was and I wasn't sure on it if I was going to collect it or not. But I had seen volumes of it in person, so hopefully they kind of pop up again. I know that some of the volumes are getting reprints, so that'll be helpful. But I'm looking forward to the hunt, but I also know that while I'm in the hunt, I'm going to be very annoyed and aggravated, just trying to find the next volume. That's one that I am probably going to buy all the volumes and then read it, just because some of the volumes might be hard to track down, and yeah, I get impatient waiting for the next volume, and if I can't find one for a while, then I don't want to annoy myself. So yeah. But the next one is Oku. This is a historical drama, or like a period piece. This one is really interesting. I really wish that, and I don't know, maybe there is and you guys can let me know, but from what I know, there's not a sort of like anime or like a drama adaptation of it, and I really wish there was, because these type of series I really enjoy watching. I'm into watching K-dramas as well, and some of my favorites are historical K-dramas. Like, I think in my top 3, 2 of them are historical settings. So I really hope that maybe sometime in the future there is some sort of film adaptation for it. But anyway, this one sounds really interesting. It's basically a plague passes over Japan and it wipes out a lot of the male population, and it highly affects the males. So the roles kind of get reversed to where the women take on the more leadership and those type of positions, and the men are more guarded and are kept like in the palaces and such. But yeah, it sounds really interesting. I'm interested to see, you know, what direction they take with that plot line. But yeah, sounds really interesting. I almost picked this one up last year actually, but I forget what I swapped it out for. But yeah, like I said, another one that I'm really looking forward to collecting this year. Alright, the next one that I want to talk about is Yakuza Fiance by Asuka Kanishi. This one, I actually have one of her other works, Haru's Curse here. I love her art style. It's very different, you know, from anything that you see in the community. I'll kind of show you one of the first pages here so that I don't spoil anything, because this is a one-shot. It's technically in omnibus, but anyway, it's a one-shot. But yeah, this one is really interesting. I talked about this in my last video. But yeah, I really like her art style. It's very different, more kind of clean lines. Yeah, I love her, love her art style. So I'm really excited to hopefully pick that one up. That one is also another, you know, if I see it in person, I might pick it up anyways, even though I'm like restricting myself on picking up any new series. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into that one. A lot of people really love it. Yeah, it's receiving a lot of good feedback, so I'm excited to get into it. But the next one that I'll talk about is A Galaxy Next Door. The covers on this series are absolutely beautiful. I have seen these in person actually, and I almost got you know, the first volume, but I was deciding like, no, I'm not gonna just buy a series because I like the covers. Like, I have to actually put some research into it and see if it's something that I would genuinely enjoy. And it does sound like something I would enjoy, so yeah, it's got a very interesting premise. The girl is basically an alien of sorts. She's, you know, from a different planet, and she comes to Earth and she just kind of wants to live a normal life. And anyway, she comes in contact with this guy, and he is, I believe he is a manga artist, or he like works for some sort of manga publisher, and he's just trying to provide for his little siblings. And yeah, the both of them meet and they start working together, and yeah, you know, a romance blooms, that sort of thing. But yeah, a super interesting premise. I'm interested to see how they kind of bring that like sci-fi aspect into the story. I heard that some people kind of had a problem with how it started, but that as the story goes on, it kind of resolves the issues that people had. So yeah, really excited to get into that one as well. Okay, and the next series is Daytime Shooting Star by Mika Yamamori. This one I have seen in the store all the time, and again, another one I almost picked up last year. I've picked it up so many times when I've been out too, and I don't know, I just always put it back for some reason. But after I started reading Tsubaki Cho Lonely Planet, one of her other works that recently came out in English, I decided that I would definitely like to try it sometime. I really like her art style, mainly I don't know too much about the story, so that's another one that I'm going to have to look into more before I actually purchase the series. But yeah, I'm pretty interested in picking that one up sometime. The spines have pretty nice colors, so I think that might look nice on the shelf, but again, one that I have to put some research into. Okay, the next one is Spy Family. This one is a pretty popular series right now because the anime has been coming out. I believe it might be on like season 3 might be starting. I feel like a good chunk of it is already out. But I've been meaning to watch that one. That is a manga series that I will pick up after I watch the anime and if I really enjoy it. Moving forward, if there is an anime adaptation for a series, I'm going to watch that first and then pick up the manga, just because, I don't have tons and tons of space to keep adding things, so I really want to make sure that I collect things that I really do love and enjoy. So yeah, moving forward, if any series has a anime adaptation, I'll be watching that first before I pick up any of the manga. But yeah, Spy Family is super popular right now. It's about this spy who needs to create this fake family for a mission that he has. And the family members are pretty interesting. So the wife that he picks out, she is an assassin, and the little girl, she can read minds. She's a telepath, I believe. But yeah, the art style is really nice. The animation looks pretty good too for the anime. So yeah, definitely will be picking that up if I love the anime. I think I probably will. It seems like something that I would really enjoy. But yeah, just want to watch the anime first. Okay, we're coming down to the last couple of series here. The next one I want to add to the collection is Villains Are Destined to Die. And I just kind of brought out why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's Mansion. It's another manhwa series. The Villains Destined to Die is not by the same author and artist, I don't think. But I just brought this out because Villains Are Destined to Die is kind of a similar kind of idea to this one. It's within the same genre. It's an isekai, manhwa. It's all color too, so I have seen the first volume for that series around a lot in stores, and the art looks stunning, and the colors, the use of color in manhwa is just insane. And it's even better that you get to experience the entire series in color. But yeah, that is another series that I have heard a good amount of good things for it. I think the isekai element, the character that you kind of follow is put into this game, and she kind of acts as the villainess, but she doesn't want to be the villainess, so she's trying to, I guess, show her good side and try to show everybody that she's not as bad as the character itself is portrayed to be. The art in that looks stunning. The main character is so pretty. But yeah, I just kind of brought this one out to just kind of show you the manhwa isekai, same kind of idea there. And the last one I have to talk about is Solanin. This one is a one-shot, I believe, by Inio Asano. Could be wrong, but it's a very popular mangaka. The art looks pretty interesting. I have seen this volume, or this one-shot in person before, and now looking back, I'm so mad at myself that I didn't pick it up, just because it's sold out everywhere now. Every time I look online, it's sold out. I have all my emails put into various different sites, and even when I go in person, I never see it. But you don't know what you're seeing until you do some research on it. So at the time, I didn't know what I saw. But yeah, that one seems pretty interesting. It could be just mainly this one girl, but maybe some various different characters in their, kind of mid-20s, just kind of getting out of college and starting their jobs, getting, they're seen as their 9-to-5 job. And some of them are not feeling very fulfilled in that. So it's just, I feel like a story of like self-discovery and just kind of deciding what you really want in life. That, okay, maybe you thought you wanted this, but maybe it's not going so well, and you just kind of need to reevaluate some things. So I'm kind of in a similar situation at the moment, so I think it'll be very relatable. I've heard that it's pretty relatable, so yeah, really looking forward to hopefully getting that one this year. Oh my goodness, please let me find that one. But yeah, so I have a bonus couple of volumes here, and these are 2 series that I already have in my collection. These are my top 2 series that I am looking forward to completing this year. Summertime Rendering, let's talk about that one first. This one will be complete pretty soon. I have up to volume 4, and this is only a 6-volume series. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting until I see them in person. Excuse me. But yeah, the art in this, so don't want to show too much. This is a very intense series, but yeah, so I went through this one as well before, mystery horror. So I have only read this volume of the 4 that I have, just because I want to do a binge of this one. So yeah, this one will be complete fairly soon. Hopefully I just need volumes 5 and 6, and then I will be able to read this. But yeah, this one, super interesting. I really want to watch the anime after I read this. But yeah, covers, spines, gorgeous. That's that one. And then lastly, Perfect World. I recently read this, the first volume. I have volumes 1 through 3, and I believe this is a 12-volume series. But yeah, I'm doing a volume 1 binge, by the way. I think that video should be coming up soon, so watch out for that. And I recently read this one, and I enjoyed it a lot. So there are a couple issues I had with it, but in general, I'm really looking forward to collecting this series. Yeah, this one, the art is pretty nice. I kind of had to grow to like it. When I first initially got this in the mail, I wasn't so sure about the art style, but as I was reading it, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and by the way, these Kodansha volumes, I don't know, they feel so huge to me for some reason. Like when I was reading it, I was like, oh my goodness, this feels like but yeah, they're really, really nice. I like the matte finish that they have. But yeah, really looking forward to completing this one sometime within this year. But yeah, that is all I have to talk about today. That is my top 10 for 2023. Maybe at some other point I'll kind of go through some of the other series that I have, or I might talk about them on my Instagram. So watch out for that, and follow me there if you don't already. But yeah, that is it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, let me know down below if any of the series that I talk about are on your wish list as well, or if you have any different series that you'd like to recommend. Definitely let me know. But yeah, that's all for today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye guys.